No, there isn't a soup prop, is there?
Whenever.
Actually, that's actually kind of interesting. Why don't we have a soup prop? Soup time.
With that, cards will be up. Lady Ideman.
I can hear you.
Get some food for the lady.
I think that it is time that you got some fresh air.
Air, that would be nice. I recall there being a balcony on the top floor when I came here last.
I thought it would be good if you stretch your leg, just take a walk around the courtyard.
What? Bro. No. I just straight up crashed. I'll be back. Damn. Okay, Frogga, goodbye. Guys, wish Froglegs all the best. She going to a rough time, but you know she's getting over the hurdle. She's amazing. She's beautiful. She's very strong. So give her lots of hearts. Give her lots of frog legs. Damn. Can't believe I just straight up got crashed. I'm probably out of memory, but I can do a quick check. But I'm probably out of memory. Let me check. After I do this. Oh. 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 Oh, I threw it all away. Oh. As I load into map. Almost done, guys. Almost done. We're getting there. We are getting there. Groups. There we go. Love you, frog legs. Sleep, sleep. We can turn that off. Still, Brunswick stream open. Don't mind me. Let's see how much space I have, because that is probably the issue. No, I have plenty of space. I freed some up. I remember. Yeah, I'm good. Just decided to crash. It can happen. How's the quality, by the way, guys? You should be able to switch between 720 or 1080 now. Let me know how it looks on stream. Because I changed the bit rate. Because I can afford it. Okay. Let me teleport back to Draz. Usually straight at the bottom. I am wrong. Oh, yeah. Oh. All right. Take two. For sure, sounds very good.
Very good. I have had some food brought to you. One moment.
I'll probably eat something when I get back because I am hungry.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said I'll probably eat it when I get back. Not too hungry right now. A walk first, I think.
Set it down. Set it down on the desk. There was a battle. It was committed on the Redoubt side by your Lord Erhard. I was there. I clashed steel with the man myself.
I don't want to think about that right now. If it can be helped. I'm trying to get through some thoughts, and thought of war is not helping me. Air, please.
Yes, of course.
Huh.
Soldier.
Sir. Commander.
We were able to find a nice place for your horse.
Sure.
I wasn't expecting that request to be respected at all.
You'd follow me over here.
Shame that trebuchet took
What
out
was
the
his
Baron
name?
Jildar's head. Statue's ruined
That is a shame.
since the siege. It's beautifully sculpted.
It was. Baron Adasco did not want it to be vandalized, but unfortunately, war destroys many beautiful things.
Hey, Stefan. Oh, you poor
We've
thing.
had him provided with some new lodgings. He's been brushed, well fed, and watered. And he has fresh good day.
I did promise him oats, but I suppose this is a time of war and we can't afford nice things now, can we?
We can get him oats. I'll have some brought over. One moment. Soldier. You. Go bring
Marched
Lady
like a hawk.
Go bring Lady Heideman's horse some oats.
I will never
Go grab
take you
Lady
out
Heideman's horse.
after
Some
hard
oats
work
from our
at
store.
night ever again.
Sure, sir.
And if I
Thank you.
do,
Commander, sir, we're ready to,
probably need to find a better horse rider. Or driver for that matter.
Excellent. Well done. Have the gate opened. Make sure to send them through.
Really did brush you out nice.
I'm going to ask.
Yes,
I
sir.
I can barely see the majority of your spots.
I know
7
that
years
you
old.
did not want to hear talk of war, Lady Heidemann. However, I was wondering if we could ask for a favor while we bring Stefani's oats.
If it's about things I know about the front, they don't tell me anything, so...
No, we are not concerned with that. We already have the enemy's battle plans. As a matter of fact, I expect them to be delivered into my hands by a friend of yours tonight.
Friend of mine. Likely.
Yes, the
I don't
knight.
have any friends that work. Night. Interesting.
Bit of a boorish fellow. He was here for a time.
What is your request?
Some of our men are wounded. If you could see to their injuries, we are low on medical staff that are proficient.
Your
That's why I was on the front lines today.
medical
Commander.
staff. I can't remember the name. He was killed. Apparently, I was told I was in his murdered office. He doesn't seem to mind you, so I let you feed him. I'm sworn to treat anyone, no matter who they are, despite my opinion. So, if I'm to work, then I will need my medical bag. It has everything I need.
Of course.
Which of course means I'm gonna have to use a needle and a thread. Pointy object.
We can have that provided for you. I trust you. Can I trust you, Lady Heidemann?
I have not the courage to commit terrible acts, so... I suppose I'll commit one good one, if you can call it that.
Very good. We would be much obliged, and I would be willing to accommodate you with a special privilege if you do us this favor.
You can drop me off at Nautis. Didn't think so.
One moment, I need to have your gathering or your belongings together. Could you bring us Lady Heidemann's medical bag from upstairs for the wounded? Bring it right to the door over there. Thank you. Much obliged. They're right
How
in
many?
here.
Wounded.
We have 3 that are in critical condition right over here.
Technically treasonous.
Made my daughter the best bread. Brought her home
You,
Up,
Pedro,
off your leg.
No matter which side, should never be treason.
There you go.
Uh,
Only she could see what has become of her blessed province.
If only they still had a father.
All settled up, sir. Should I bring it over?
I'll get him.
Oh, that is all right.
All right, Stefan.
Take the field. If you are well behaved on this ride, Lady Heidemann, then I think tomorrow we can even head to Balerno.
I don't much want to see Balerno, if I'm being honest.
Why is that?
As I heard men talking outside the door. and all the efforts that I put in has gone to waste, and I have not the heart to see them, all those people.
I think that the efforts you put in have yielded a great deal of fruit, as a matter of fact.
For you, yes. For me, empty promises
No,
and
for
lies.
the people of Balerno. They are now being well fed. They are being taken care of. They have brought food and medicine to the town, I hear, now that it is under our control.
I'm glad someone's doing something if it is true. Then again, I know you were attempting to do that to Balerno for some time, as Adasco informed me. And I've seen evidence of it, given the dead Yalmen and wrecked ships outside of Balerno. So I know it has to be true.
What did you say Adasco told you?
His main form of contact within Balerno was the Yalman who was murdered by the Radad men. Because they found out he was aiding them. They weren't too keen.
It is a shame. I have not been tasked with Balerno myself. It falls outside of my purview. My main mission is Notice.
Main mission is Notice.
Freeing it from the Redads and the Imperials, liberating it.
Well, how would you do that? You are Radad.
Going to get a little rough through here. Going to be
Nothing I'm
alright?
not
I'd
used to.
rather not stray too far from the river. Very good. I'm not a Redod anymore.
Blood tells. It doesn't matter what you think. I could say the same as I don't want to be an Imperial anymore, but blood tells. Or perhaps
What can you
it
tell
is
from that blood?
misconstrued. You said not anymore, which implies you are, so I'm on the right track. You are a Radad, you are related to these lands, probably not from Notice proper, but you more than likely grew up here, as you said, not anymore. And judging by the past tense of not anymore, I summarize a guess that when this is all over and Notice is liberated, as you take it, you'll go back to being a Radad. Even though
The
you're
Redads
under
are
a
a
new
family,
name.
Lady Heidemann.
I know,
And
but
it was my allegiance to them that bound me to that land. So that is what I mean by not anymore.
I get it. Well,
We're on the right track.
These trees look like ghosts.
If they could only tell the stories of what they've seen.
They can.
The camp that I am taking you to used to be a spice plantation. It was run by the Capitano.
I heard about it. My friends liberated it. Thank goodness.
Well, then your friends and I have something in common.
Liberation. Well, perhaps not all of them.
No.
Whoa, Stefan, it's steep. Watch your hooves. Interesting.
Good day, good evening.
Oh, I'm
Like
dismounting.
assistance getting down, Lady Heidemann.
I will be just fine.
Expecting guests to arrive.
Yes. I believe that some of you are familiar with Lady Ladia Heidemann. Are you not?
Oh, aren't you you're like the teacher, right?
Yes, teacher Baker, that is what I am. That's what I wanted to be anyway.
She has become a recent guest of ours at Telor Keep. I figured that her being cooped up at the castle might not be good for her health, so I wanted to bring her out and show you all.
Yes, it has been a most unfortunate visit, but a
Yes, I'm
necessary
terribly
one, I
sorry
feel.
about that.
I feel as if it's meant to be, in some respects.
That means I have to treasure what time I have, brother. Yeah, it was good seeing you.
The people here, many of them anyways, have all been living here for some time
Keep coming
after
back.
we gave them free
Mm.
passage
Every day,
out of
okay?
notice past our lines.
Of course.
Many of them have
Of course,
family
understand.
inside Telor Keep.
And please win soon.
That's good. Well,
We
I
missed.
will.
we
I'm
missed
glad
Feast
they're
Day.
able to come and go freely, though I wouldn't recommend it given the whole orc thing
It's
that's going on.
it was unfortunate, but I'll make up for it. Next year will be different.
Sure hope so.
Hmm.
Everything will be better. But please don't let me keep you.
If
I'll
you
be honest though, this place is a dump. It
if
needs
you need
more.
anything, we'd
It needs more.
be okay with giving you something to eat.
I'm good. I have food back at Telor waiting for me when I get back. Plus, I'm on a
Sir,
fast at the moment.
thank you.
Religious things. Never you mind.
Welcome, the soldier.
yes, sir.
So what are we growing here? I see some hemp reeds, some wheat and barley.
Have
Wheat,
Mm.
barley,
protein,
yes.
fiber, wheat.
Fibers,
Stuff from,
wheat, barley.
Harry.
Yes, Mr. Daniel.
Harry. All right, Harry.
Yeah, him and the big dredge
Uh,
helped us set up the farm.
Mr. Marcus.
So that's what he meant, where he could get extra things. I never knew you came this far out. I never knew you'd let him past, or the Radar, well, Romabaron would let him past. Strange. Don't mind me. I'm not running anywhere. I'm just getting a good look at everything. What do you do for water? Oh, I'm alone.
There's a stream close by. We gather
Well,
water in barrels and bring them over.
Not feeling too great. He has the fevers. Hey, miss,
Fevers.
didn't I
See
used
if
to
I
sell
can
you
get
salt
anything.
for your bakery?
You're the merchant. That.
Yes, Carlos.
What are you doing here? Oh,
Well, ever since my operation was destroyed in Cassetto, I've had nothing to do.
and you can go back and forth in trade because you have access across the border. Smart. Very
Well,
smart.
somewhat.
I heard a fever. I had something really nasty a couple days ago myself. Hope you don't have any pink marks on you, because there's no cure for it.
I'm just got a hay fever. I think it's nothing too much to worry about.
Hey, fever. Okay. Well, as long as there's nothing too bad. You need to drink lots of water and stay hydrated. And you also need to lie sitting up at a
No, thank
45-degree
you. That is very
angle. If you
kind.
fly flat back, you're gonna drown. It's
How's
not
everything
but
been since Clifford helped you all out with the brewing?
It's been pretty good. We've actually had something decent.
Here,
today.
put your head on this pillow. Up head. Oh my god, your head is
I know
heavy.
that the,
There we go.
Struggling a little bit because Soma hasn't been coming.
Just prop it up under you.
Yes, it is a shame.
Or sleep
Unfortunately, I think
sideways.
that the wagons are going to
It's
stop
bad for your
a
back,
while,
but you can at least
At least
know.
the farms are still coming along excellently, I can see.
try to
The
help.
growth is astounding. Whatever Harry did.
Go
he
sleep.
certainly did it
Cut
well.
you got in your leg there. How'd that happen?
What,
Ah,
this?
you were very kind.
Go grab some.
Yeah.
Mercenary. Longbow arrow,
Do you
actually.
know, are you
Almost
able to
through and
tell us
through.
What happened today?
Almost.
We pushed up. Past the crush piece, drove them right to the, almost to the embassy. It was a hard-won fight.
Well, you're doing good work out there, so
Thank you.
hopefully it comes to an end.
It's
soon.
not easy. We may have a new resident here soon. A knight, as a matter of fact.
A knight? I haven't seen any of those since
Yes,
that.
he's not from here. Yes.
Idiot. And of course,
Well, if he's not the cause.
should have saw that coming.
He is. He feels betrayed by the Raddads, as so many have. I spoke with him today. I hope that he is alright.
Really need to, on the next run, have them bring buckets instead of barrels.
We will make sure that buckets are brought to you. I shall have a shipment ready by the morning. Of course. It's my job.
Appreciate everything you're doing for us. Well, when they drink their fill, I can take the barrel back.
Do you have any,
Hmm.
do you have any news on the Aralandis to notice?
And you must be thunder.
Unfortunately
White
not.
streak in the dark, covered in black armor. Here's some barley.
I'm sorry
I
to hear
stole
that.
it. Don't tell anyone.
Well, hopefully they end up leaving soon.
You're too old.
I believe that once we've taken the city, His Lordship intends to send all of the foreigners back to their respective countries. Save for those that have made decent lives for themselves here. Those that have integrated.
That's good to hear.
But I am not a politician. Nor am I the Baron. These plans are liable to change.
Alright, well,
It's gonna be awful.
if you need
I
anything,
can't return home, isn't it?
I know we don't have much, but
Yes, of course. Honestly, just a seat by the fire, some company, would be good. Tell me how things have been going here.
well,
tell
it's
the
been
man.
pretty good since what was her name? What was the hunter's name? Lore something.
Lorelei.
Yeah, ever since she taught us
Mm.
some techniques, we've been doing a lot better with food. Not having to rely too much on just the farm.
The trapping has been good, huh?
Small game mostly.
Especially since the orcs haven't been coming out here. So we've been
Thanks
doing
to their
pretty good
efforts, I'm
with
assuming.
I
what's
see.
available.
You haven't had any trouble out here, have you? Nobody has come by malicious? I know that there was that one group
A few weeks ago, there
a
was
week or
that
so back,
those mercenaries.
Hmm.
Yeah,
but
that's
nothing
about it,
since,
though.
no?
No.
Very good. Glad to hear it. It is nice out here without the hustle and bustle of town.
I often
See
leave
all
town at
the
night
stars.
without anyone's notice. Not too far.
It is
I don't
peaceful.
like big cities.
It's too
No,
loud.
neither do I.
It's too cramped, and a lot can happen on a one-way street.
Yes. I think after all of this, I think I'm going to try and build a farm somewhere out by this edge of the Sabine.
So right here,
Hey,
there's already groundwork done. Might as well become the landowner.
Well,
we
this
get more
belongs
wood.
to all of these people. Maybe some people who stay here, maybe this will become a village or a town in the province. Who knows?
Right smack dab in the crags.
Well, it is a dispensable location. Perhaps we send some masons here and build a fortress.
Hollow out the
settle
mountain.
on a bunch of wood first, bunch of logs. And have more than just tents.
If only we still had a lumberjack.
If only.
We don't.
What do you think you can spare?
There
a few
was
tools
a
along with those buckets, like axes and the like.
yes, you need picks, shovels, that sort of thing.
Those would be nice.
I'll have them added to the roster of things to be brought in the morning.
Thank you. Go take a crack at hitting a
course.
tree with an axe. It's not my profession, but gotta learn somehow.
Remember, you have to say timber when you cut it down and it falls.
Yeah, perfect. That's what I'll do.
Perfect.
What about you, miss?
It is a
Refugee like the rest of us?
No. A guest. Temporary. Until the end of everything that's happening. I've only been a
not a bad way to
refugee
set
once
everything
in my
out.
life. Hmm.
Uh-oh.
It's not now.
First time.
Thank goodness. Second bout now. I lived through a siege.
Just
Now
means you
I'm
haven't
here.
found the proper place to be.
Mmm.
That's what the world's telling you.
Age is never a pretty thing.
No, it's not.
Go through it. Only been through one. Do not envy you.
Well,
You were at Tello then. You
Aye.
lived through the siege. Which means you were inside.
And now,
You switched.
yes,
Smart.
I saw the writing on the wall.
Hmm.
Later than some. But I'm glad that I did.
It's not a matter of when you came to the right decision. All that's important is that you're with us now. The
Aye,
Capitano
so
was taxing people unreasonably high. You wouldn't believe how many guards used to leave every night, and they would come running into our lines, into our patrols, saying, "Please take us, take us." Anything to get away from that man.
Hmm.
saw him
No,
shiv
I
my
believe it.
cousin in the street. Just for saying he was a monster.
Yeah. Don't miss that, man. I think he got what was...
Yeah, like the Irlandi guards
deserved.
in the keep. They started executing some of the farmers, saying they were deserters.
That's when you got out.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's when Bargo took me out.
Good man, Bargo. Makes many
Hmm.
trips out here. Hope he comes again soon.
Learning
sure
more
he
and
will.
more. Margo. Hmm. So
He
you
is
had
not
a hand
with
in
us.
this too.
We simply have an arrangement with him.
That's pretty treasonous, if you ask me. Assisting the enemy, or agreeing to terms. That's pretty much the definition of it.
He said he was just helping us. He helped get
He's
us out
not.
here in the first place. I don't think he's with the robber baron.
Oh, he's not
Baron's
with
just
the robber
helping us.
baron. But he's agreed to terms to be allowed passage through. Which is direct disobedience of
It's
his
two.
Redod claim.
Feeding people who don't want to be part of this war, who just want to sit it out.
I agree with you with that. I'd love to sit this out. I hate this.
Stay here with us.
Can't. I'm more valuable as a guest in Tello at the moment. Hmm.
We'll welcome you back anytime you want to visit.
I got away with
And of
saying my
course, Lady
location.
Heidemann, you are free
Hopefully
to
they
visit
remember.
the camp at your leisure. And Blerno as well, now that it is within our borders.
I can't face the people there.
They were cheering. Cheering as he rode into town, from what I heard.
You wanted to
Away
know
from
how she
those
became our
Imperials.
guest?
Oh,
It was feast day, evening. The sun had already set. It was as dark as it is now. And Balerno had no food. The Imperials, some shitheads, had been harassing it down. So, she gathered up as much food as she could gather. Packed it
So
in
that
the
was
back
your
of a
doing.
wagon. Brought it to town.
And Dusker
Makes you a
brought
hero,
the
miss.
food in.
Delivering it.
I simply was too gullible. Too naive.
What matters,
Gullible doing a good deed?
Lady Heidemann, is that the people
Heavy
of
heart?
Balerno got fed.
People Balerno got fed, and I realized in so doing, damned every single one of those people that I care about, truly care about. I did a good deed. Yes. I know in my heart it was a good deed, but that's the problem. I was born into a world that I was never meant to be a part of. But I was born into it doing too much good. Eventually, beings, gods, bad people start to notice. Or Lady Karma. And I will get what's due. This is war.
That is very fatalist of you.
Bit
She's
dour.
been, sounds like a refugee more often than anyone here. You can see how that could
Well,
jade someone.
You wanted to do good. Why did you keep moving up? You stayed a baker, to help the people on the floor, the streets. The higher you go
I
up
mean,
the
she's-
chain, the more.
She's something more than a baker.
I would assume, if she's a guest.
Why do you assume that station has any meaning to the robber baron? He's a man of the people.
Well,
Anyone is welcome.
and a cap-
An army
the
marches
captain
on their
wouldn't be a small
stomachs. Let's leave it at that.
It's true.
Very true.
But my point stands.
As a baker, you know more than anyone.
Why go
Everyone
above?
seeks a hot
Why go
meal.
above and beyond when you can do good from the day to day? What pushed you to go to such lengths?
It's usually the minor things, the few good things. It doesn't have to be grand gestures. Doing good is just a way to live.
Bad pushed me. There was too much bad, so I had to be made right.
And be balanced. Good cannot
No.
exist without the bad.
I don't believe in balance. I believe everything should be good and with good intent. To have balance is to accept that no matter how hard you try to be good, eventually it'll equal out in the end and things will start to get bad again. Imagine a
Bad
world
that
where
cannot be good.
everything could be good. We haven't reached that stage
Certainly.
where it's possible. Why do you think that is?
Something to strive
Greed,
for.
Corruption, vice. Take a pick.
You cannot
get rid
have
of all
one
those
without
things.
the other.
Who says?
If you do, it has no meaning. It no
Why?
longer means good.
All right. And then what is good and evil?
Defined by experiences around you. One
Very
act
well.
can be viewed as evil. One act can be viewed as evil. One can be viewed as good from the perspective or point of view.
I'm a mercenary. I was paid to kill a baby in their cradle. Murder them in their sleep. It was a job. And so, I
Sure.
did it. This was an act of part of the job, my day to day. Is this good or evil?
Who's making the judgment?
That's what I wanted to
Who's
hear.
deciding?
Everyone else. You're defined by everyone else's opinion of you. More often than not, they will remember you for the greatest failure. You can do 100 good things. You do one thing wrong. Oh, the people will talk about you for hundreds of years to come. And of course you won't live to hear it. But they'll remember. Just as they
I
remember.
would say that would be equally true for the person who did good. Someone the
Well-
just, the loving, the caring. These titles that people give. They just as well exist as someone the tyrant, someone the evil.
I disagree
Alright.
with both of you. I think that there is an objective moral standard that exists, a natural law that decides whether anybody does, whatever anybody does is good or evil. And I think that ultimately all of us will be judged by that law. I do not
Usually
care
defined
what
by
people
society.
think. No, not this universal law. Is not defined by society, by kingdoms or lords, or what peasants think. Not decided by Baron Adasco or me or the Radads or the Grunion Council. Is decided by Izara.
It's. I don't think it's a question with any right answers, sir, but.
Then, who is to judge a Mim for murdering
Izara.
half of Balerno?
And Izara only.
Who is to judge him?
If not.
Only Izara can judge a mem. But his actions have consequences. Whether
They
or
do.
not what he did was right or wrong is not for me to say. But I will act.
His father just gets murdered. And you are the eldest, the angriest, at a critical point in your young adulthood where you have to make a decision as the new ruler. And so, he killed innocents. Yes. Yes, he did.
Like that mercenary and the child.
Yes.
Well, if he's not judged by, I would hope he be judged by his family, his mother, his brother.
The people,
But if
the nobles.
he knowingly did wrong, knowingly made such a mess of things, I would hope that once he realizes it, works to. I don't want to say penance, but find his own way to. Or
I've spoken
apologize is
to
the
a
basis
Mim
way of saying it.
for very long,
You.
countless hours. I have concerns and whatnot. I also have connections, as one does, knowing a lot of servants that reside within the keep. And of the two brothers, I have never seen one with so much flaw and mistake take better care of their mother. It is typically a Mem walking his sickly and emotionally damaged mother up and down the halls. It is a Mem who is trying to make better decisions. And it is a Mem who killed the people of Balerno. Why? Simple reason, he was angry.
Mistake, inexperience, anger,
He told me this.
grief.
He told me it was a mistake. But I could tell he was lying. He felt
What?
some justification in that moment of him butchering all those people, much like another individual I know. He felt justified in that one act, in that moment, and then realized it had consequences when those people stopped paying fealty to him. If he had someone to guide him after the act, then perhaps it could have been different. But he never got that because now he grew up without a father or any mentor. And a boy needs a father.
Think you would listen to anyone if he was so
He
angry
listens
or
to
grieving
Imperials
or
quite
anything?
well, and they're very strict.
Yes.
So I'd like to think he could listen to
Sotar,
others.
I've heard of them.
I know.
But do you think if the Imperials were there at that time, at that day, you think they could have swayed him differently?
No,
As opposed to those he was with?
absolutely not.
Then
He was too angry.
So,
do
if
people
he's-
not make great mistakes when they're angry? Or rash actions?
You
that they
tell me?
regret later?
A lord with no flaw?
if he...
A lord who has killed and made mistakes. Which one do you trust?
Neither.
Baron Nadasco does not have no flaws, Lady Heidemann.
I wasn't comparing you
He's
to
been
that.
very clear about that.
All I will say is, I'm going to trust the one with all the mistake and flaw, because how can this have not made a single mistake? I trust the flawed man,
That's
the aged
problem.
man, the
You're
bearded
trusting
man.
It to one. You're trusting it to one.
I am. As I've put all
That's
my
the
cards
mistake.
in on the other side of the war,
I see.
because all my friends are there. Do I want
That's what it comes
this
down
war?
to, isn't it?
No.
Friends and
Comes
family.
down to those loyalty, and you loyal to them, and those you love. And I'm not ready to accept that. They're going to
Comes down
lose,
to
and
the us versus them, is it?
so it would seem. Us or them.
There's no good and evil in that definition.
No. It's a waste of life, which I think is the greater evil.
I agree with that.
Religiously, it
Fair
would be
point.
seen as
So
the
much
greater
closer.
evil. If I could go home, I would, but I can't. If I could leave this war behind, I would, but I can't. If I could make all the right choices, I would. But every choice I've made has a cost.
As does any decision. You can live a life, make mistakes, still lose.
Well,
That's
Yeah, the
just
only
life.
other
I haven't won
option,
yet,
you do nothing.
so tell me what it's like. Where did my horse go?
Oh,
Oh,
They ate
That
him.
is what I was looking for, as a matter of fact, Lady Heidemann.
Just wandered off.
uh,
While I was running around with my
Oh.
torch out, but thankfully, here he is.
That's a black horse.
Here
That's
he
your
is.
horse. This is my horse.
Oh
This is-
my!
this is
Oh,
my-
your horse.
Your fucking
is
horse. Don't do this.
My horse is armored now.
Listen,
hi. I hope you enjoyed the bargain we put on
It's
your horse.
Stefan.
Hope you
I
enjoyed
don't.
it.
It's
a Dutch
Stefan.
listen. That god is trying his best. Okay, he is
I
trying his best.
appreciate. Oh,
It's a miracle.
thank God. You're
Yeah.
black now.
It's a feastus miracle.
once you go black.
You never go back. I'm glad we can have some laughs
Are you
in
ready
this
to
time of terrible
return
war.
to the
but
keep?
yes, it is cold. I can only stay out here for so long
Back
before
later.
Very well.
I get kidnapped. Perhaps I'll return. Perhaps not.
I'm not going to
I
get
don't
kidnapped,
know. I
Lady
can't
Hyman.
predict
You're in
tomorrow.
good company.
We'll be here regardless. From one side or the other, I suppose.
Whenever
There's
you're
always a
ready.
group that doesn't fit in with either group.
Yeah.
You flame guy.
Everybody, thank you
Yes.
giving us your company. We appreciate it a great deal. No,
Welcome. Thank you for your
you'll excuse
assistance
us.
and the supplies.
Of course, I'll make sure to have
And
them
guide
brought
all of
in the
you
morning.
too.
Indeed.
Hail the Empire and all of that.
All right, enough of that.
I didn't want to lie to them. Feels disingenuous. Is it chilly? It's very chilly.
Yeah, stop, stop.
What?
He throws a brown cloak at you.
Thanks. We can
Warmer?
go. Oh, you know, could use a wash, I would think. It's got
After you
musk
eat.
on it.
Oh, I see, I see. So I'm smelling now. Okay.
Yes, you stink of war and blood. I reckon you haven't taken a bath since this morning's battle.
No, as a matter of fact, I have not. I've been
Yes,
very
a
busy
cloth only goes so far with water. You have to really get in.
Man. Do not have a problem with water or waterfalls, do you?
No, I can swim. And
Okay. We're
like
going to
the
take
sound.
a shortcut.
okay. Whoa, Stefan.
Slowly, Thunder, slowly.
How old is Thunder?
He is an old boy. He's 7 years old.
7. He's the same age as mine. I've had Stefan since I was 16. No, 15. He's 2.5 years old. Now he is
Ah.
7. Now he's getting old and slowing down, but can still pull a plow and a cart. And is surprisingly very calm under pressure, usually.
I don't know if you would believe it, but I actually was a knight in the keep
I don't believe it.
at one point. Thunder was my destrier that was assigned to me.
Estrier. I mean, you can speak a lot of words, but knight, I think not. Even if you were given the title of knight, there's certain ways you have to and must act to stay as one. And once you lose
We-
all those good deeds,
We ford the river here.
yep, you might as well not be a knight. Once your honor is gone, you've expended everything. I don't see the point.
The truth is that I never believed in honor. I still don't.
That much
I
is
was a
clear.
knight.
Well, just because you don't believe doesn't mean it's not there. I would not have treated those soldiers had I not a shred of honor. But I am bound by an
That
oath.
is your way. That is what you believe.
I believe all should be healed.
I would say that that is very noble.
Well, I am a noble.
Yes, you are.
Hmm.
Which makes sense why you believe in honor.
I wouldn't say that's the true reason. I'll give you a moment.
I'm just dying, apparently.
Yep. You got time. I wouldn't say I understood honor. Just because I'm a noble, I'd say it's more so. I had to learn from some very hard experiences. I had to lose a few good friends. Then I start to understand a bit more. A common baker can have a sense of honor. Feeding the hungry is a start.
But you are not exactly a common baker, are you?
No, but I can bake, and I'm very good at it.
I believe that. I need to get on flatter ground.
Hmm.
There. Now we can
Cool.
continue ahead.
I wonder.
We're not far.
Wonder if she can see us, Stefan. What do you think? Maybe she can. If you listen hard enough, you can hear the trees. They're singing. I just can't hear it because
Careful over here. Careful.
I'm not as
Quite a
connected.
quite a
I'll go
ledge.
around
Take your horse
to
down
the right.
slowly.
Oh, never mind.
Hmm.
Eesh. After you. You have the lead.
We're gonna have
I
to go
don't.
through this brush.
Mm.
Oh wait, there is an opening here. Very good.
Yeah, it is dangerous.
A little bit of a shortcut.
Hmm.
Thank you. Load that bridge.
The door should be open.
The dogs?
Soldier. If you would untie the lead
About
to
to head
Lady
out to,
Heideman's horse.
Of course. I was about to head out to Balerno to meet up with the others.
Very good. See it done.
Yes, sir. Come with me, lady.
Thanks for the ride.
right. Do you need any assistance getting down?
Oh, I just ended up here on the other side of the wall. My escape. I'm fine.
If you'd like, we could fetch more food and drink for your horse.
If you feed him too much, he starts to get fat. I'll leave it up to you to decide. He seems rather relaxed.
Very well.
I think it's because he's very tired. Your skin,
I do hope you enjoy your night.
it's very pretty and looks like I'm looking at the sky and 2 moons.
Thank you.
Thanks. Very easy to spot, aren't I? Suppose you'll be needing my medical bag
A bitch
back.
with the dress.
There you go. I was thinking I'll use the needle and
Check
thread
for
to
the needle.
get the lock. It's all there. You see several needles and
Very
thread.
good. Well,
Yeah,
let's get you
unfortunately, those
inside.
needles aren't strong. And I don't know how to do a lockpick. Never tried.
It's actually very easy. Wouldn't
Says
believe how
you.
easy it is. Locks are mostly for show.
Hmm. It is much better.
Yes. Make sure that the hards are stoked.
Your
sir.
turban.
I'll have
thing.
this washed for you.
I don't want it. It's yours. Thanks, though.
Commander,
Should water these plants.
Sergeant.
I believe we've received the promise from the Unite.
Very good. A medical bag. Has his lordship seen these already?
We can bring you a plant to your chambers.
He's not.
No, I just think
Just
this one should
received
get
the-
watered. Its leaves are dying.
Very well. I'm going to take these two.
Probably
handles
because of the
down.
fire that was in
Someone
here.
run to the well.
If you would attend
Yeah.
Lady Heidemann for a moment,
Of course.
have her food brought down from the room so she can have it here. I need to take
Very
something
well.
up to his lordship.
Yes, Commander.
Your friend, the knight, came through. Do you know what he did, the crazy bastard?
Which night?
He walked right into the Imperial Clinic and took their battle plans and brought them to us. I don't know how he got into the Major's office, but he did it.
No. I don't believe it. Load of rubbish.
It is a Your serving of soup and drink.
Thanks.
If you need anything else, be sure to ask.
No. But I am starved.
We can return you to your room when you're ready, milady.
My room. You have a good cook. They know how to blend spice instead of just salting everything.
You know, he told me that that was very tasty. I wasn't sure if I should believe him or not.
It's good. It's not salted meat. It's blended right. Still
Well, you know, he
cold.
takes a great deal of pride in his cooking.
Well, that he does. He makes a lot of noise when he's cooking.
Yes, he does. He makes a lot of noise.
Captain.
Sergeant.
A bit of an update if you have a moment.
Of course. If we could just step through here.
Of course. After you.
Of course.
We went to the front to survey things as you instructed. At the moment, there are 4 trebuchets have been fully set up. They've been consistently hammering the front line. Originally, we were using stone, just trying to take out the tents. But we were advised by some of the engineers to use clay fire, you know, the pots that break on impact. Part of their army camp's been burned. Most of their men aren't going to be able to sleep tonight. Tomorrow morning, they will be in disarray. The individual that you spoke with, they're on their way. Apparently they are now a wanted man in the city itself.
I see. We will make sure to have men on the gates that will be able to receive him. Ensure that we are
cycling,
ready
sir.
for his reception.
We've been cycling between some of the regulars and the shock troops, so we don't have an incident here like we did before, sir.
Very good. Want to make sure that the shifts are short, so that no man's patience is cut or interrupted. We need to have vigilant eyes.
Well, everything's as vigilant as it can be. Another aspect, just to keep you appraised. Some of the forward scouts that you had placed on the flanks may have found a way through the forest. There is a river that seems to have a bit of stonework cut out of the side. Large enough for horses, not wagons.
I say. Interesting. Let's see how we can take advantage of this.
Sir, I'll head to the gate with the corporal. When the man arrives, we'll send him in with someone.
I have some men that are on the frontier right now. They are completely camouflaged. I've had them paint their faces with ash and charcoal. They're wearing black cloaks. They're unarmed. If they call out to any of your forward patrols with Bluebird, you reply with Mockingjay.
Mockingjay, understood.
Then you'll know that that is them.
What was the other thing? Right, what happened with the Imperials in town?
There was a, what would you call it? An arrest that was made by the Imperium. One of their own. A surgeon, I believe.
I think one of the surgeons might have assisted this individual. They were found and caught, but they know nothing of what was going on. Not a threat to us. The Imperial structure, or at least we think.
Very good. I have somebody that is there on the inside. They are willing to provide us with Imperial uniforms that we can then try to sneak men into the clinic, as long as they are plain-faced. I want you to select some agents that the Scarecrows can sneak into the Notice City walls. We will try our best to take them to Cassetto, the other end of the war front. Then we will bring them along the regular roads, try to disguise them as returning from the garrison at Cassetto. Once I have the uniforms, of course.
This would work well. We still have the black powder taken in the early parts of last month. We could make use of them. We have thought about...
Any news from the embassy?
Yes. It seems they understand their predicament. The embassy is emptied. The last of their supply chain has left. No more Imperials guard the
Perfect.
embassy. If the word given to us is true, there are only 75 Redod men spread out on the front line to make us think it is garrisoned. We'll know for sure
That is
when
what I
your
have
contact
heard.
arrives.
Very good.
We should get to the gate. Corporal, you stay here.
Ladia with a natural 20. You heard every word.
Busy night out tonight, sir.
I've been running all day, constantly. To Nordic, first the battle, then through to Nordic, then back here. It has been exhausting.
Busy man. We all are. Come on. Won't slow down. Not yet.
No, not until the final victory. It comes soon. I can feel it.
And what after? What's the question that's running
Curse
through
my
my head?
heart.
We're so close. It's like a dream.
Why
Not
must
going
I
to be over. We're gonna have to
try
keep
to do
working.
good?
We still need to stabilize the province. There are still orcs. There are still
Why
bandits.
can I
We have
never
the
get it
others
to
to
go
worry
right?
about, the Vipex and so on. Once we secure the province, our eyes turn elsewhere from the gods and the Imperials. But I'm
can't
not
I
going to worry
just-
about any of that until I see those fucking
No.
sails away from the docks. Till I see every Imperial flag in this province taken down.
Feels like we're getting to that point. Halfway there. Just have to get him out of the town.
Yes, sir.
Commander,
I have to head outside, sir.
it seems we have some more requests for supplies at Balerno. More stone and lumber to assist the garrison.
Say again.
It seems the troops are requesting more stone and lumber for Balerno's garrison.
I want to fortify it even more.
The medical tents need
some assistance.
What is lumber and stone going to do for the medical tents?
They need the lumber to put the. I don't know how tents work.
You know what? I believe
Not
you.
they build them.
I will get the lumber and stone delivered.
I'm just
I'll
reading
make
the
sure.
report.
I understand. I will make sure that it gets delivered. Don't worry about it. Also, I'm going to need a buckets. Here, write this down. To the refugee camp. Buckets and then tools. Yes, shovels, woodcutting axes, the like. Make sure to have that delivered on a cart by morning. I'm requesting more support.
Shovel.
Axe. Anything else? Or just
I
general
believe that was
tools?
everything. Yes.
Do they need any more medical supplies?
Not that I'm aware of. I think they should be set for now. They have a healer there,
Alright.
trained by someone. Yes.
Right, we'll get that taken care of by the morning.
All right. I hope that you found your food good.
I said it was good. Very good. For,
Yes, of course.
you know, quickly made food.
You have a... Here, I will take this. No prisoner in there, not right now. You want to see inside? I'm sorry, that was a bad joke.
No thanks. I stay out of a cage for as long as possible.
So, you will have free reign of the keep for the time being. One moment.
Yeah.
You will have a free reign of the keep. The only restricted areas are going to be the entrance and then the top. Understood?
This is a better cell. I like this one.
Send these men out.
The weapon storeroom? Armory?
Yeah. In there, I'm safer.
Would you like to see?
Nah. Like I said, don't really like cages. Not a fan.
I can understand why. As I said, we have a variety of medical books and texts. Then... Let me see here.
How is it out there tonight?
I read some very rash things on some radical treatment operations, but not too much of interest. It's mainly hypothetical things.
Doing good.
Hypothetical things that should not be tested in medical.
I guess the men from the front have just come.
Seem to be doing well.
I'd like to go.
There's a library up here, I believe.
That is where they are.
That's probably where I'm gonna be all the time.
I figured as much. What? Who left this here?
I was wondering why the
What-
food was a little cold.
Is this a
I
pot?
didn't want to say anything.
I know.
I'm guessing big doors. Yes, big doors, because I was here before. That's where the library is.
Oh, you've been here before, huh?
What would it cost us?
Yes, I have.
Here,
It was on fire last time.
we have a
I was here.
library here. Feel free to peruse it. I'm going to come bring up some guards for you. Excuse me.
Thanks. There are no windows, and the door is locked, so I don't think I can escape. No.
It may not necessarily just be for your escape.
Lady Heidemann.
Ooh, potions. Better take these away from me.
Head upstairs to the library. Gentlemen,
dark.
head upstairs to the library. Try to be social. Try to entertain the Lady Heidemann.
You don't like this room, do you?
But it's in the end, we've gained a lot today. It's nothing compared to what we've gained. Well, from the front.
Really? I heard that we were throwing firepots.
A lot of these are singed.
Oh no, I'm going to the front line.
Well,
Way back. You know us, Northerners.
it's somewhat of a library. It's
Very lucky we did as well as we did today.
one wing of the libraries I used to walk a mile in, and, well, it's, I suppose, all someone has at the end of the day.
I'm not sure. Go ask her.
Excuse me, Lady Heidemann.
Uh-huh.
Sorry if I'm bothering you. I'm just a little curious of that candle you've got. It burns blue light. Never seen anything like it before.
Put them in the armory.
Thanks.
Downstairs.
It represents my soul.
I can only
Once
use
this
it for
goes
a
out,
weapon.
I die inside.
I'll take it down.
Oh.
It's rather morbid.
No, I'm just joking.
And look at that, it's back. She's alive,
It's back.
ladies and gentlemen. She's alive.
Throwing weapons.
I'm taking them down
Help
to
us
the
do
armor.
strong damage.
To no one's surprise, sir. She doesn't seem very sociable. Just saying.
So you're the Lady Heidemann?
Uh-huh, yes,
Don't have to
Mr.
talk to her.
Very loud and tall person. What do you want?
Is this yours?
I'm just coming to say hi. You seem to be going to the refugee camp from what I've potentially heard.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm here to read.
Have you been there yet tonight?
Yes, I went.
You're fine.
Did you see
I saw
my
what people did.
wife and children?
What are we doing? We're just
They
checking
were
on her
asleep.
one person.
Any of them
I
have
don't
the
know who they
names
were.
Nordheim?
Yeah.
No,
All
I
of us are
don't recall as
Northerners.
such.
Patrol around.
If you see any taller folks,
She's being talked to by multiple individuals.
Right.
What's brother? Okay.
Do you turn into a bear when you get really angry?
We're trying to be,
Cruise the area.
no,
hospitable.
Why?
I'm better at
Exactly.
patrolling than at being.
I'm not a Bjorning. I'm a Northerner, yes. I'm big, yes, but just a
Better
Northerner.
than being just about anything, but
Uh,
whatever.
I'm just wondering if you've seen them. I want to see if they're okay.
I'm worried about my family.
I saw some very big feet hanging out of a tent.
You know what? We got
Fine.
fucking lucky. Do you think that's going to
So it
happen?
was probably one of yours.
Yeah, like the others, we've been
Good.
doing pretty
At least they're in
well,
good health.
considering.
At least I hope they are.
We're doing
Who's been transcribing these books? I'd assume no one, seeing as half of them are still singed from the fire that happened a month ago.
This attitude is unacceptable.
They said I wouldn't know. I'm a frontline fighter. It's not in my need to know. I just make sure
Someone's
what the
going to
job gets
have
done.
to...
What is that corporal's name?
Someone's going to have to rewrite all these books. Someone.
You think I know, but he's so busy being a stick in the mud. I just call him Carlos.
How much paper do you have?
Of course you did.
Me?
This is good.
Mhm.
This is really good.
Ask.
I'll have to get with the person who made that.
I need to know how much paper we have. Maybe I can get one shelf done.
Let's
Maybe 2 if I'm
She's wondering how much paper we have.
really feeling like it.
In a library, there's paper everywhere.
She's just wondering how much we have. If you know.
Paper to replace burnt pages and books.
I have a pile of vellum right here. If she
Do you
wants
have
any
ink
vellum, she can take it.
and quill?
Why do you find enough of everything?
Here's the paper.
Good.
Are
You can
all
put it
of
on the
you
desk,
off
because that's going to be my
off
new
of guard
home.
duty?
That is not my desk. Please get out of the
We
chair.
just came back from the
just
front
come
line,
back.
so we're just kind of taking it easy until we have to go out again.
Go ahead and switch out of your armor. Go put your weapons downstairs.
This is my desk now. I have to work.
I see.
There are books that need me.
Oh,
Very
don't
well.
get in her way. Girl boss right there. Let's get out of this.
Between a woman and a book.
You're welcome to watch, but it'll be
I
very
suppose they'll get
boring.
between a woman and their books. She read all those?
We're gonna start with this one. Infrastructure.
No.
The rings and hidden colosseums there within Coracadus. And the first 4 pages are burnt.
Why we have so much extended material on top of the helmet? Why not have it go to the sides?
Because it's stylish and it sets us apart from the other soldiers.
That's
So
very
those
good.
horns.
But there are still quill indents.
The horns are overrated. Need to
Quill
be
indents.
Overrated, but they don't get caught on the
Take another
ceiling.
sheet of paper.
You don't know that? There can be helmets with bigger horns.
And find the grooves.
Did she say anything interesting? Was it entertaining?
She asked me if I could turn into a bear.
You should have been up there to ask
Hello. Hello, Steve-O.
Because I'm not a Bjorning, I'm a Northman. Not every Northman's a Bjorning.
Well, maybe if you stop
It'd be
shaving
like
for a few
asking
days.
her why can't she reach on the tall shelf? Because she fucking can.
What?
All
Sorry,
I know is I'm off the front lines and I get to see my family soon.
Choco.
Instead of her asking him why he couldn't turn into a bear, she's like him asking her why she can't reach the shit on the tall shelves. Because she fucking can't.
Perfect.
You know what? That's fair enough. You should have told her that, but I don't know. Maybe that wouldn't go over so well.
No need to be petty fights.
I just got panic.
We did all just get back. It's time for us to rest.
You know, she looks pretty tiny. How do we know she's not going to squeeze through a crack in the wall somewhere?
Alright, just
But she can't.
you look very. Never mind. It's been a long day.
Hopefully we'll
Long
for
back.
sure
It's like
that-
saying, why can't I just go through a door because I'm big? Means.
Oh.
Dread knives. Ugh.
Oh, the
Not much like that.
She wasn't sociable as usual, but
1 of 4.
you know. I don't know why. I mean, we're not bad people. At least I wouldn't think. We're not treating her poorly. We give her food, drink, a warm place to sleep.
You have an artistic bent to you, don't you?
Well, we could be doing all kinds of things to her.
No,
I'm
I'm
sure I
just
don't
a
have
teacher who knows how to rub charcoal over pen indents and then write what the indents are.
grateful. That's all I'm saying.
That's just using your brain.
I agree with
It's
that.
not for us to decide.
It's half the work.
You're not
Otherwise,
artistic.
We did take her after all, but hopefully she sees our side of things.
I can paint when I want to and I feel motivated.
Oh, good point.
So I was right then.
I think he's just a big man. Big man.
Yes, but I don't make it my profession. I am very amateur compared to people I studied under.
Fair enough.
when we retake Norris, and we go to send the Imperials back, know that we will be handing you over to them, right?
Hopefully.
Absolutely not.
Yes. I figured as much.
We will have to.
I'm a realist.
Yeah, that's
We
why
got
I'm
the
not
pessimist, we got the realist, and we got the optimist.
Well,
Alright, we're all covered.
if you were smart,
Yeah, we are.
you'd kill me. As much as it would be a bad thing, me dying in your care would cause all the political advantage to drop from every embassy within Grandia, as a diplomat has died. Therefore, all imperial embassies would shut down. There'd be no more invaders. Of course, you'd lose the province,
No,
but
you're
then,
wrong.
well, there are mercenary armies that outnumber the Imperials 10 to 1 here currently.
We bring you to the tavern just in
And
case.
Granians are
Somebody
master to
Sorgello.
the sea.
Hilarious how you made that person
Sorgello.
before they hit the ground.
You know what? That was awesome.
Well, the last thing the Sordillo said to me was I wouldn't have any problem killing you if you were a child in a cradle.
Just like born like this, you were born this
So,
big.
not much of an opinion there.
Yes.
I wouldn't give the
Their only
proposal
loyalty is
yours.
to coin,
Not in a
not like
weird
us.
way, but in the, you know.
I'm afraid that's a lie.
I don't think there's any way to phrase that without putting it in a weird way.
You know, if we eat your
My
diet,
lord.
will we become big like that?
Relax, Captain.
What?
Not a chance.
I trust everything is going well.
I mean, I'm sure if he followed his diet.
Would you like a briefing, Lordship?
It might be better for us, or it might absolutely kill us.
I've had enough briefings to make my head explode.
That's right, you're from the north. It's cold up there.
Of course, sire.
Might be nice to change.
What is our guest up to?
It's hot as all heck down here.
She's currently repairing
Yes, you
a
lot
book.
have fun.
I hate the summers here.
A book? May I ask which
The
one?
entire front row of shelves are burnt from the fire that, well, happened here a month ago. Well, at least all the covers are on the first 4 pages on the end and back. So, I'm retranscribing them, putting new ones in. Because in the end, this is what's going to last for 100 years, as we are not. Well, most of us, I say.
I mean, we fight in full armor in this heat. Trust me, if you think it's bad
Because
for
we
you,
have to. He doesn't.
I'm used
Do you
to
have
it.
much of a
have to
love
show
for books and written works?
All this? No, we have to because if we don't, then
But we have to.
I spent an entire year in my room and going back and forth between the kitchen for snacks, studying for school to get into university.
I know I got the couple.
You could say I'm very obsessed, and I find books far easier to read than people.
Honestly,
What are you blubbing about in here?
leading a squad. Oh, the victory today, sir.
Is there a particular work that you enjoy or read more than one?
We might not get it again.
A particular style of book, or
A title that is memorable to you. A book that you find yourself having to go back to.
Listen, good morale is good for all of us.
Right.
I used to have a first edition of The Merchant and the Pirate Queen, the famous fairy tale from Gradia, about a merchant, Mr. Wolf, and trying to fall in love with the pirate princess queen. Have you?
I am quite aware of this book. Is this a favorite of yours?
It is my very favorite because it is bittersweet. You can keep going back and reading it because, well, the concept of the artifact, for one, that keeps sending you back to the same day, and him dying over and over again in various different ways is well, entertaining. And then he tries to fall in love and learn everything about the Pirate Queen and realizes that's incredibly invasive and very creepy, and so decides to give it to the Dread Knight. Very scary. And ends up never seeing the Pirate Queen ever again and goes off to a foreign land. Very boring. But bittersweet because he had to do it. Because he realized he's being too invasive and forceful with his love.
Sometimes one could probably find it quite hard to love and find it unequated or not returned in kind. Some people have not learned that is the way of things.
Some. Most of Gradia.
What makes you say this? Have you encountered many invasive Gradian men?
A fair few.
Gradia wasn't always like that. It's very different 2 decades ago. Still under the king before the Merchant Republic took over. What is it Saralandis call them? Knights, I think, were part of most noble houses instead of mercenaries. Men sworn because they were honor-bound more so than coin. But that was before the enrichment and discovery of these gold mines near the capital, but...
I now believe you. Consider me wrong. The good captain, Mr. No Name, is a knight, at least he claims to be, but doesn't believe in honor. So
I'm no knight.
It's very hard.
It is hard to say. I like to consider myself an honorable man. But if I was purely honorable, I would have lost this conflict long ago. You have to pick and choose and be realistic with yourself. And it is not easy, it is a damning process, I think. You tell yourself perhaps there are other ways you can do things, perhaps, maybe. If you wait a little longer, you can find another way, but it never ends that way. Tactical opportunities come and go, and the rest of the world moves while you consider your morality.
If I was smart, I could have waited for more people to escort me. But that would have meant letting people starve all the more. This was an
error. If it is of
error.
any consolation, these people are no longer starving, and they are behind walls. And the captain notified them of where that wagon of food came from. Not so much your Imperium, but your name.
Yes, the name of the woman who not only schooled their children, lied to protect them, but also lied to them twice. Not once, twice. They entrusted me to keep them safe. I promised them I'd return. Didn't come back for a while. When I did come back, I was Imperial, and when I came back as an Imperial, I promised them protection, and I couldn't give it to them. Yes, I don't very much want to go there tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
We were really trip out to the refugee camp. I figured that she could use some fresh air. And I said that since things went well,
trusting
perhaps we could...
our guest to not run off into the dark.
And have them shoot
Not so
Stefan
trusting.
to throw me from my horse? No, thank you. He is overworked.
A waste of a good horse. The beasts are more pure than we are.
Stefan wouldn't hurt a fly, except if it was an orc. He has kicked over and trampled on an orc. of that I am grateful. He's very brave for a workhorse,
Is that the only
but he is
reason
no
you will not
warhorse.
run?
I can't find my way back in the dark.
Of course you can. You follow the road.
Which one?
The biggest one in the province.
The one
that's
blocked off
craters in it.
by you all the way to Crosskeys. That's exactly how I get caught again. I've thought about multiple ways to escape. Could use one of my suture kits whenever I get my metal bag and pick the lock, even though I have no experience. Might as well try. Could jump out a window and try to climb. Not very strong, can't climb. Thought of many ways I could try and get out, but I am quite content to stay and transcribe burnt books. It's a better use of my time than trying
At
to
the very
throw away my
least,
life.
no harm will come to you here. Well, you know the but at the end of that statement. I don't need to say it.
So, you won't get mad if I try and escape? Try.
Let me put it this way, Miss Ladia. I understand that you must do your duty just as we must do ours, but please understand if they make your holding difficult, we will have to be much more harsh. I do not want that.
I believe that our ride today built some trust. I hope that in the future you can have more freedoms as our honored guest, not as a prisoner. However, if you choose to act like a prisoner, we will be forced to treat you as one.
I suppose I should better escape the first time. Can't blame me for trying.
No, I suppose not. But I would ask you to not try. For all of our sakes. If you were freed, then the Imperials would likely be free to do whatever they wanted. And I do not
Then
want to imagine,
perhaps-
especially now, what the Butcher will do if he takes Palermo back.
Perhaps then you could have saved a lot of trouble in the earlier months by capturing the first Imperial diplomat, the first Major. By doing so, you could have taken this province long before, but no.
I was still trying to negotiate back then. 2 long years of being ignored by the brothers, sons of Juldar. Efru unable to respond. The Imperial Major refused to entreat with us unless the Baron of Mem allowed it, which of course he never did. So my missives fell on deaf ears for years. I tried, I did. Did not work out well. I mean, you saw the caliber of people that remain near the dynasty. They're not good men. People like the Capitano only were able to exist because the sons allowed him to exist. They have full authority. They have the royal guard trained by Juldar. If they had a single just bone in their body, it wouldn't matter what the risk was to them. They would have exercised their arm of authority that is their responsibility as leaders of the province and eradicated a threat. Instead, they let him maim and kill and steal as he wanted.
They?
The brothers.
You'd be very surprised just how much a Mem tries to keep his younger brother in line. At times, they often don't even seem like brothers at all. They are so different and so at each other's throats. And they have made very bad decisions. The Capitano, unfortunately, well, it took outside sources to bring him down. Even so, we didn't get them all.
I helped raise them. Juldar was on the road, going out of his way to meet with the other barons and dynasties. I would help Mefu by looking after the children, or take them on my rounds to town. You could tell them apart with such ease. My man was quiet. He hated having to go out to the towns, stay in the corner of his rooms and read and write. Preferred writings and poetry over everything else. Govas always got in trouble. Loud, rowdy, involved with some of the other children, often not only getting himself beat up, but beating up others. He had a lot of friends. A lot of people in town liked him. Juldar favored the Mem as a son. He seemed more likely to be able to rule the province, and as the eldest he would have anyway, but... yes, they have changed. You are correct.
And not in a lot of good ways. I would argue that Mem has become very proficient at taking care of Mefu as opposed to Govaz, who throws all his money away on drink and women.
Disgraceful.
That's something
There came
always...
a time when I was speaking to one of the other visitors, one of your friends, Mr. Morgul, I believe. He would visit me from time to time at my castle.
So I heard.
He believed Mefru was being poisoned by her sons. I don't believe that for a second. I never have. They've fallen far, but I don't think they would fall that far. That is their own mother.
She was taking things to help treat herself, at least the physicians that were inside the castle. But you have to be the one to heal your own grief. And she did so by buying 8 funeral gowns made of silk. I watched her go through 2 funeral gowns. I watched the monk, Miss Morin, make 2 of them, I'm pretty sure, in the past 2 months. 3 months, yes. That's just how she dealt with it all. Not letting go.
She was devastated the day she found out what happened to Juldar. I mean devastated. When I say devastated, I have never seen the light leave that woman's eyes before. And she has been through some difficult things. She stood in for Juldar for everything. She would even be the head of meetings with other dynasties, and they knew to regard her with respect. She conducted herself as such. She was every part Juldar's equal, if not more, and he knew it. He put the dynasty in her hands. He was away. She died.
Oh, I died. Oh, I'm tired. I gotta go to bed soon. I gotta go sleep. More lore. Give me lore. I'll take more lore. I only work at 10 a.m. tomorrow. I'll be fine. Oh, but I gotta walk. I gotta walk to work. It's not far. It's 10 minutes. 10-50-ish. 15 minutes, I'd say. It's not bad. It's just tedious, you know. We'll be fine. It's fine. I need to sit. Whoops. Everything's not. Oh, well.
Blade.
Sorry, my hand while I kill these bitches.
Kill me, kill me. Oh.
Merely fixing my shoes. Give me a moment.
Finally. Kill the robber baron.
An opening.
Finally.
The rolling pin.
No one expects that Lottie is trained with the rolling pin. No one. It's my profession. It's what I'm good at.
Forgetting she has
You said you searched her. Oh God!
I'm so sorry, my lord.
I
She's
could
killing
technically
everyone with
use the
rolling
pendant. I could use my pendant. It's got a sword on it. So I just cut his throat.
She's expert plus with the rolling pin.
Yeah, it's pointy. It's sharp.
No.
Not S plus.
Well, yeah, you can say no,
That's
but
why,
my
Lord, I
detriment
didn't
also
believe it
says
at
I
first.
can't
I
kill.
made it. It's dull.
It's not.
I literally made it. It's dull.
Raylan made it
Killing us. It's
pointy.
anti-armor. Oh my God.
You're surprised? Look at her.
She's going to break us. She's going to bake us into bread.
Was that where everyone went?
She said she would be emperor, not empress, my lord.
I got some
Emperor.
weird fan art. It was an entire grim dark story of Lottie becoming a dough girl. It was really weird, but I was intrigued. Apparently, it's an in-character thing I
Girl,
write.
shut up. Like,
Shut up! I was talking about my cryberry backstory.
Oh, okay, dummy.
Yes, please go on, my lord.
Thank you. As I was saying, the other dynasties knew to treat her with respect because she conducted herself as an equal to or even greater than Juldar, and he understood this. She was a powerful and strong woman. I have never seen her in the way that some of the visitors have described her current state, and it is a heartbreaking affair to hear. I loved them both, Juldar and Nefru. The state of the family now is reprehensible. It would have been different if you came here years ago. Might have even liked it here.
Might have. If you loved them both so much, why would you send them away? Mefri, that is.
Because there are many people in this province who have suffered at the hands of the Renard's inept leadership. What Mefru was, the people don't remember. What the sons are, is what they do. And if they stayed here, eventually, someone would get to them. The people are angry. They are hurt. They are upset. You must understand, I would not be able to do the things I am had I not the reputation with the people I have. Balerno welcomed us with open arms. They suffered at the hands of the Redots, at the hands of the men. Dynasty never even fixed this village for as long as it stood and decimated its population. For years left it to rot. But see, Balerno's far away from the throne, it not is. They can't see what they've done from that hill the castle's on. This is why Juldar made them go there as children.
Now who is rethatching their homes? Who is applying the daub and wattle? It is not the Redans, it is not Kovaz or Amem. It is the Dasko Bomain and the men that serve him and follow him. Not for coin.
No. It's my soldiers who live here, who love this place because it is their home. That strip their armor and put walls around this village in a night.
At night.
I was surprised that you were even allowed to leave the town with goods to give to people. I would have thought
I
they would
wasn't.
be confiscated or something.
I didn't go with anyone's permission.
What do you mean?
As much as I should have asked for an escort, I was denied resources and help when I asked the Inquisitor. And so I took that as no and being the final answer because I don't beg. But in the end I had to.
Where did you get these food stuffs from?
I ended up begging. I asked the tavern keep if he could spare anything for feast day. He refused me. I asked the Imperials. They refused. I asked many of my good friends if they could spare anything. All those that could spare a little something. Other than myself, I can count on one hand. And I know, for a fact, that many of these people that say they care for Nodus and the people are sitting on sacks of silver and gold.
What did I tell you?
It was feast day.
It's easy to
I
say
thought
one
maybe,
cares about something.
Maybe they could have given a little something. So I did it. I ended up doing it myself because all I had was my name to clear. Because at this point it was in the gutter. If I went with Imperial presence, it would have been immediately dodged.
Disaster. Why did you beg for these people that are not even your own?
Captain, can you leave? It will be easier to assassinate him that way. If you wouldn't mind.
By your leave, my lord.
Of course, we will be done shortly.
Step back.
That's the question. Would I have saved more lives if I killed them?
He's not a good man. But he's not bad.
Ooh.
You know. A desk of Romaine is.
He's certainly
He
not
is
bad.
a man.
Can agree on at least that.
He's a man who did all the right things, but in all the wrong ways. Just like us. And now we're doing all the wrong things. In the right ways.
Right. Should do.
Just a war without. 1 year without war. One year. Maybe 2.
Captain. Captain, you have company. Step forward.
Please.
You hear soft
I've been
footsteps
expecting
begin
you.
to enter the room, Ladia.
Everything that you asked for. And this bag. Look for
Take a
yourself.
seat.
If I must.
Escort him in. Watch him.
What are you doing? What do I say? What is he doing? This is so stupid.
Tell His Lordship that we have the battle plans of the enemy for tomorrow. Their defense is planned out. I'm going to have these hand delivered to our vanguard commander. I need you to send a rider, fastest horse we have. Tell them that I'm preparing a missive with all of the information, that I will be there this evening, before midnight.
It will be
Go
done.
now, with haste. You've done very well.
They are aware something was taken. They don't know what it was. Unlikely I'll be welcome back there, but that was the point, wasn't it?
I suppose you are just a serial guest of the keep, then.
I do intend to play my part, and to be forward and ask if you have any spare armor.
I believe that we can sort something out. I think I could have a use for you, after all.
The short arm is better than any that you'd find wandering around the streets, that's for sure. And I have my reasons
I believe
against
that.
the Redards.
You stole plans.
I have a lot of work to do.
Why?
So I will
Why would
leave you
do
with the Lady Heidemann. I believe that the two of you are already acquainted.
If you don't mind, I'd prefer not. I'm sure there'll be hard feelings there, and I'd rather not have to endure them.
Very good. Gentlemen, find a barracks for our new guest.
Follow
Sure that
me.
he is outfitted.
Thank you, Captain.
Who are you?
We have the Smiths make you something.
Where did you
They're
go?
very accommodating, as you could see with our stature.
Good evening, Lady Heidemann.
That's not him. I'm dreaming. That's what it is. This whole day's a dream. They would never let me out of the keep. I just need to wake up. Wake up. Is this my purgatory? Did I really deserve so much wrong? I'm really
Muffled
trying.
speaking can be heard from downstairs as you ask yourself these questions. Your countenance becoming more strained as the water in your eyes fall as tears. The stress of the past few days coming to a head. The look you were given, the voice was so cold. A glance not even spared your way. You had wondered how far he had been pushed over the last few months, last few years. There was something off. Were you losing him all this time? This doesn't feel like the man you knew. And yet there he was. After all, the Radauds did agree to assist. The Aralandis did grab. Aralandis did execute out on the street. Perhaps he realized he has nowhere to go.
I'm really trying to be good. Have I lost all the good I have left? So angry.
Everything that has happened just boils to a head. Between other people's selfishness, the foolishness of the situation, the needless bloodshed, you've contained it all to this point. It was just when he looked at you. You felt it all at once. Anger, sorrow, rage. You clench at your fists so hard that your nails dig into the palms of your hands.
How could he look at you like that? So callous.
I'd prefer not, he said. I'm sure there's hard feelings, and I'd rather not endure them. Such a selfish thing to say. Captain seemed pleased.
Just stop caring. Stop being so good. It's only gotten you worse off. We gotta get out of here. I have to get out. Gods, forgive me for what it may cost. If I don't, if not my goodness, then pieces of me, bit by bit. Life or limb.
Hooray!
It's time for bed. Oh, so I'm going to work another 8-hour shift tomorrow.
I'm sorry for tears. I'm
It's
sorry.
so rough. Man, this
I know.
sucks.
Let's keep riding the wave.
The wave. Oh boy, I can't wait. I sure can't wait to get off Mr. Bones' wild ride. Let me off. Door stuck. Alright. I'm heading off.
I give you a hug.
Thanks. I'm so sad. I'll live. I'll get through it.
Go get some
We'll be
rest.
fine. That's exactly what I'm gonna
Thursday.
do. See you Thursday. Well, I won't, but you know, see you Thursday. Bye.
The NPCs, you'll see us.
Yeah.
Show up and
All right, chat. Thanks for joining me tonight. What a rough night. But you know, such is RP. All right, y'all. I'm off for the night. I bid you all good night. I wish you all well. I am tired and must sleep. I'm just gonna send you guys away. I'll go into auto host mode. Thank you guys. I'll see you Thursday. I'm working all day Wednesday. And then I'll see you Thursday. You all take care. Nighty night.